Hi there. So this is the part where I do that first blog thing where you kind of talk about. So this is my first blog, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I really don't. The main reason I'm doing this now is that I gave up trying to sleep and got out of bed and came back on YouTube, which I'm pretty addicted to, and found a blog from my very good friend Janne, who actually mentioned me in her blog, hoping that I would actually get around to starting vlogging soon. So that kind of guilted me into it. So a little bit about me. I manage a contemporary dance company that I started. I don't dance, never dance, nothing to do with dance. I just really like it, and I live in a town that has a lot of really, really awesome dancers and pretty much no performance scene for them. So it's kind of about creating performances that will get big new audiences into wanting to go and see dance shows so that we can create lots of work for these amazing dancers so that they can stay in Perth and have really good careers instead of having to graduate and get straight on a plane, which is pretty much what happens at the moment. So yeah, it's just basically a fairly extreme length to go to so I can go and see really good contemporary dance in my own city. So that's kind of a passion of mine. I've been working towards that for quite a few years, and this is the year that it's really taking off. I also am an assistant manager at a contemporary art gallery, which is much more my thing than the dance, because at least I have some background personally in visual arts. I'm a dance photographer. I take dance photos. That's one thing that I'm actually pretty good at. Doesn't seem to be worth anything, but I'm pretty good at it. At the moment, I'm working with my fabulous, amazing new assistant in putting together a new event for the dance company, which is going to be kind of 60% a fashion event and 40% a dance event. And we have the Lord Mayor of the city is coming, and we've got a major swanky retail mall in the city that's hosting it for us, and a big jeweler that's thinking about coming on board. So that's looking exciting. It's going to be a winter themed thing, which is kind of funny in Australia because we have no winter culture at all. We basically have like all the traditional Australian things that we go out and do are summer activities, and our only winter tradition is sitting at home looking out the window at the rain, bitching that we can't do our summer things. So putting on a winter event in Australia, or a winter themed event in Australia, without giving it an American or European theme is virtually impossible. So we're kind of giving it a fantasy theme instead. So we can kind of have basically ice-themed fantasy creatures using dancers and models, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm just finally finishing working full-time at the gallery, which I'm really, really glad about. Love working at the gallery, love being involved in the scene and planning their opening events and stuff. Being stuck in the gallery 5 days a week, not so much. It kind of interferes with all the other stuff that I do. I still make websites for a living, essentially. That's where most of the money comes from. I'm going to see if I can con some major electronics retailer into giving us a whole pile of free stuff. This is the kind of thing you can get away with when you have a major arts company. Getting people to give you free stuff is one of the major perks, because in terms of corporate sponsorship, it's much easier to get people to give you stuff than it is to get people to give you money. Yeah, money's the hard part. But stuff you can do relatively easily. So I've got to find someone that can maybe give me like a whole collection of things, like a really good video camera and a second computer and an iPad. I really want an iPad. I know there's a lot of people out there that think that they're a really lame, useless idea, and I think it would be useless for a lot of people. But for me, I spend a lot of time meeting people in coffee shops and cafes or their offices and having to show them video and photographs and all of that, and the laptop is just awkward. And now I'm just rambling. But then again, that's what vlogging's all about, really, rambling, in the hope that the mundane, boring shit in your life is interesting to someone else who has a completely different life. So there you go, Yana. I vlogged. I actually vlogged. And hey, look at that. If I move too close to the screen, my skin turns blue. Normal. Blue. Normal. Okay, stay away from the screen. Don't turn blue. In other exciting news, one of my all-time favorite dancer subjects to photograph has just moved back from London to Perth, which makes me really happy. So we've been going out and doing shoots. It would probably be a really good idea for me to kind of magically kind of edit photos into my video so I can show you what I've been up to, because photography is actually pretty much the most creative thing that I do directly myself that I can show people. So I will work out how to do that technically later. I'm going to be really lazy with my video editing to start with, especially with this particular one, since it's just really a very spur of the moment late night thing, so I can say, look, Janne, I did what I said I was going to do. And now I'm bored and this has been going on for 7 minutes, so I'm hoping I can maybe edit down all the umming and ahhing and maybe get it down to like 4, but I'll see how I go.